Hi, we are discussing strength of material subject, Unit 2, CFOs and bending moment. So, previous lectures we have discussed how to draw the CFOs and bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam which is subjected to various different types of loads as well as cantilever beam subjected to the different types of loads. And in last lecture, we have discussed how to draw the CFOs and bending moment diagram for an overhanging beam. So today we will continue the session how to draw the CFOs and bending moment diagram for the overhanging beam. Now you can see the problem. Draw the CFOs and bending moment diagram for the overhanging beam carrying uniformly distributed load of 2 kN per meter over the entire length and a point load of 2 kN as shown in figure, and locate the point of contraflexure. Locate the point of contraflexure. Right. So you know what is point of contraflexure, right? So where the bending moment value will be 0, that point will be called as point of contraflexure in the beam. So in overhanging beam, we have discussed already generally between the supports A and B, the bending moment will be positive bending moment at its coming down to the negative bending moment in the overhanging portion. So when the bending moment value changes its sign from positive to negative, the zero value there you will have the point. That point is called point of contraflexure. So for this beam, overhanging beam subjected to uniformly distributed load as well as the point load, how to draw the CFO's diagram and bending moment diagram that we will see now, right? So you know very well, first step is to find out the reactions. So as we already said, if you want to find out shear force or bending moment, you know the shear force is nothing but the algebraic sum of all the forces including the reactions acting either left side or right side of the section we consider. Similarly, bending moment is nothing but the algebraic sum of all the moments which are acting either left side or right side of the section we consider. So if you want to calculate the shear force or the bending moment value, you need to know the reactions. So first step in the simply support or overhanging beam, whatever it may be, the first step is to find out the reactions, right? So now we can calculate the reactions RA and RB. So you know very well there are two equations we are using to find out the reactions. The first equation is sum of the moment at A will be is equal to 0, and another equation is sum of the upward vertical force, that is RA plus RB is equal to sum of the downward vertical force. So from these two equations, sum of the moment at A equal to 0 and upward equal to downward, these two equations we can find out the reactions RA and RB. So now you know how to calculate the moment at A equal to 0. Suppose we are taking the section at A point, moment at A will be equal to 0. So moment means load into perpendicular distance. Now we can, at this section, you can consider all the load into distance will be equal to 0, then you will get to the RB value. Now you can see at the section A, I am taking the moment. Therefore here, the reaction is RB, right? At the point B, the reaction will be RB. Therefore, this RB is acting towards the section like a anti-clockwise direction. So this RB is acting towards the section like a anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, minus RB. Okay. So here you can see minus RB. The distance is 4. Minus RB into 4. Okay. Then what are the other loads? You can see here 2 kilonewton acting, right? 2 kilonewton acting downward. Therefore, it is coming towards like a clockwise direction. So the section we consider, you can see this 2 kilonewton acting towards the section like a clockwise direction. Therefore plus 2. Therefore plus 2 into distance is 6 meter. 2 meter plus 4 meter, total 6 meter. Therefore 2 into perpendicular distance 6. Therefore 2 into 6. So RB into 4, that is minus anti-clockwise. So minus RB into 4. Then plus this UDL load. So UDL means you have to convert to point load. So therefore 2 into distance of UDL acting. So UDL acting throughout 6 meter distance. Therefore this 2 into this 6 is acting at the center of the beam. Therefore this 2 into 6 is acting at the center of the beam. Therefore 2 into 6 into the center is total 6 meter. Center is 3 meter from the support A. Therefore 2 into 6 is the point load into distance is perpendicular distance is 3 meter from the center to the support. Therefore 2 into 6 into 3. So which is equal to sum of the moment at A will be 0. Therefore which is equal to 0. So here 2 into 6 12. So 2 into 6, 12 into 3, 36, which is equal to minus becomes plus if we go that side, RHS side. So RB into 4. So here unknown value RB will be is equal to 12 kilonewton. So RB you found. Next you have to find out RA. Further you can use this equation that RA plus RB, that is upward force, will be equal to downward force. Downward force what? 2 into 6. The point load acting center, no? We converted the UDL acting point load as a center. So 2 into 6, 12. So then this another load is acting downward 2. So 12 plus 2. So RA plus RB equal to 12 plus 2. So RA plus RB equal to 14. You know RB value 12. So 14 minus 12, RA value 2. Therefore, RA will be 2 kilonewton. Therefore, RA will be 2 kilonewton and RB will be 12 kilonewton. That is how we have to find out the reactions first. Then we can go for how to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. First, we will see how to draw the shear force diagram. So if you want to, so I already said to you, if you want to know the shear force value at A and at B, you need to take the section between A and B. You want to draw the shear force at B and C, you need to take the section between B and C, isn't it? So here in between A and B, I will take the section to find the shear force at A and B. Here, in between A and B, I have taken the section. So, what is shear force? It is nothing but sum of the force acting, including reactions acting either left side of the section or right side. So, here always I am concerned left side. Therefore, at section f of x will be is equal to add all the forces acting left side. So, force acting left side is 2 kilonewton upward, then this downward minus 2 into this distance x. So, minus 2x. So this is the equation 1. So at A, I need shear force value. What I should do? I should subtract the limit x equal to 0 at the point A. Therefore at A x equal to 0. Therefore f of A will be equal to 2 minus 2 into 0. Therefore 2 kilonewton. So reaction at A or A 2 kilonewton is the shear force at A. FA will be equal to 2 kilonewton. And at B, you can see at B the x value is 4 meter. Therefore if you substitute 4 in terms of x, so FB is equal to minus 2 into 4, therefore minus 6 plus 2, sorry, 2 into 4, 8. So minus 8 plus 2, minus 6 kilonewton. Now, location of maximum bending moment is where the shear force changes its sign. Why? Because you can see at the point A 2 kilonewton, at the point B minus 6 kilonewton. It means from positive 2 to it went to negative minus 6 to the B. So from the A, its shear force value plus 2. After that, somewhere else 0, then it comes to minus 6. You can see the shear force diagram and understand. Here you can see between A and B taken section and found at point A what is shear force, at point B what is shear force. No, right? So at point A what is shear force value? 2 kilonewton positive. Therefore, you can draw 2 kilonewton positive. Then at point B, what is the shear force value from here to minus 6 kilonewton? So this UDL, therefore, you build diagram like this. So this From 2 to 6 it will come like this. Therefore, somewhere the point D, the shear force will be 0. Okay, that distance if you want to find out, the section f of x equal to 2 plus this minus 2, sorry, plus 2 minus 2x. That equation you have to substitute 0. So you can see here f of x will be 0, then 2 minus 2x equal to 0, 2x equal to 2, x equal to 1 meter. So at x equal to 1 meter, the shear force value will be 0. At x equal to 1 meter from the A, the shear force value will be equal to 0. The shear force here 2 kilonewton, then 1 meter it becomes 0, then again it will increase to negative direction and minus 6 kilonewton at the point of B. Okay, then already at B, RB value is there up to B minus 6 kilonewton. But because of due to this load RB, reaction at B, what is the reaction at B? Reaction at B 12 kilonewton, right? So already you have minus 6 kilonewton, here plus 12 kilonewton. So plus 12 minus 6, plus 12 minus 6, how much? Plus 6. Therefore, from this point, it will increase to minus 6 to plus 6. Okay. Then here in between B and C, you need to know the value, say force value. Therefore, take the section between B and C. So if you want to draw the shear force value between B and C, you know to take the section between B and C, and that section to section A distance is x, and you just add all the forces left side of the section. You know the f of x equation. So f of x will be is equal to add all the force here force 2, then here force 12, then here this 2 is acting center into distance 2 into x. Uniformly distributed load. Therefore, 2 into the distance x, 2 into x acting center. So 2x. So 2x is acting downward arrow minus 2x. So plus 2 upward plus 2 upward plus 12, then downward minus 2x. So 2 plus 12 minus 2x. So this is the f of x equation, that is 14 minus 2x. Now you want to know the shear force value at the B and at the C. At the B means x equal to 4 meter. Therefore, FB is equal to 14 minus 2 into 4. 2 into 4 is 8. Therefore, 14 minus 8. Therefore, 6 kilonewton. So as we already see, the value is 6 kilonewton. Then at C, x equal to 6 meter. At C, x equal to 6 meter. Therefore, FC equal to 14 minus 2 into 6. 2 into 6, 12. 14 minus 12, 2 plus 2. So now you can say at point C plus 2. Now you can say here at point B it becomes plus 6. Then at point C plus 2. Then here already downward minus 2 is there. So plus 2 minus 2 becomes 0. Again coming to the 0. So this is how you have to draw the shear force diagram. Okay. So now if you want to draw the bending moment diagram, you should calculate the bending moment value, and you know very well the maximum bending moment where the shear force value is 0 in between A and B. The maximum bending moment you will get where the shear force will be 0. And you know very well in the simply supported end or the free end, the bending moment value will be 0. So A point and C point, the bending moment value will be 0, and where the shear force will be maximum, there the bending moment value will be where the shear force value will be 0, there the maximum bending moment you will get. Therefore, we can draw the bending moment diagram. So how to draw the bending moment diagram? As usual, you want to draw the bending moment diagram between A and B, you have to take the section between the A and B and find out the moment at x equation at the section. The moment at x will be is equal to load into distance which are acting left side of the section. Therefore, this 2 into x clockwise direction towards the section you consider plus 2 into x plus 2 is acting here and perpendicular distance x, therefore plus 2 into x, and minus 2 because downward minus 2 into x is acting at the center, so x by 2 distance, so minus 2 into x is acting at the center, from here to here is x by 2, therefore minus 2x into x by 2, therefore 2 and 2 get cancelled, so x square, therefore 2x minus x square, so moment at x equation is load into distance. So when you are considering shear force, take the section and just add only the load. So when you are taking bending moment, just consider the section and add all the load into distance, all the movement, that is all the movement. So mx equal to x minus x square. Here there are two loads are acting. One is upward to, another one is downward to. Therefore, based on that, you can calculate bending moment value 2x minus x square. X square is the parabolic value, therefore you will get the parabolic curve. So at A point, you need to calculate bending moment, therefore x equal to 0. Substitute moment at A will be equal to 2 into 0 minus 0 square, therefore 0. Moment at A equals 0. So as we said earlier, this simply supported or free end, the bending moment value will be 0, right? So you got at A point, the bending moment value is 0. And next at point B, x equal to 4 meter, so moment at B will be equal to 2 into 4 minus 4 square, therefore 2 into 4 8 minus 4 square 16, so 8 minus 16 minus 8. Therefore, at the point B, you will get the minus 8 kilonewton meter. You can see the bending moment diagram at point A 0, at point B minus 8. You can see here at point A, the bending moment value is 0. Okay, na? Similarly, it is parabolic increased, but at the point D only you will get maximum bending moment due to the shear force 0 at the point D. Therefore, you need to find out this maximum value. Therefore, at this point x equal to 1 meter. So substitute here, you will get x equal to 1 meter. Here is the equation. Here you can see moment at D. The equation is in between A and B. The equation is 2x minus x square, right? So here, if you substitute 2x minus x is 1. So 2 into 1 minus 1 square. Therefore, 2 minus 1, 1 kilonewton meter. So our moment at D is 1 kilonewton meter. So moment at A 0, moment at B minus 8 kilonewton meter, and moment at D plus 1 kilonewton meter. So 2x minus x square equation. In this, if you substitute x equal to 1, you will get moment at D point, that is 1 kilonewton meter. So here you can see the diagram. Here, so at moment at A 0, the moment at D maximum 1 kilonewton. Again, it will reduce to minus 8 kilonewton meter at the point B. Okay, so at somewhere else the point E, you will get the bending moment is 0. That point is called point of contour flexure. Then this point at point C, what is the bending moment diagram value at point C? This is simply supported of free end. Therefore, here the bending moment value 0 obviously. Therefore, this is 0. This is minus 8 kilonewton meter. So since UDL is parabolic, therefore from minus 8 to 0, I get parabolic curve. So this is how you have to draw the bending moment diagram. Okay, clear? So I hope you understand. So for this problem, we have seen how to draw the shear force diagram as well as the bending moment diagram.